Tina set out these nice candles for me, so I'll have a nice breakfast. Thank you, Tina.
Okay.
A very nice and relaxed day today. I'm travelling down to the Hammersmith Apollo. I'm doing stand-up. Nice relaxing day, no radio, so I don't think anyone else would describe doing a live show in front of people as relaxing, but it is compared to what I normally do, because it feels like a day off in a way. I've travelled 4 hours to be here, and I'm standing outside the Hammersmith Apollo because I'm doing stand-up tonight in this little pub down the road from it. The classic ambulance there. The emergency services always on hand for shortly before one of my gigs. There as well.
Paid nothing and got booed off stage and all. Why is it all the most famous ones always claim to?
Well, me and Ed would always say that, because that's the best story to tell.
Yeah.
Bring on Ed's surname! Come on, Ed! Bring him on!
Hello everybody, I am Ed's surname. The thing is, after he'd been hit, he was kind of speaking gibberish as well. He was speaking in sentences, but like I couldn't really understand what he was saying. If I'd have swallowed a tin of alphabetti spaghetti and shat the bed, the sentence it made would have made more sense. He said, Ed, what's black and white and red all over? And then, on an explosive period. Good night.
Ed's surname! We've got Ed has everyone today. Radio Town, Radio Hammersmith, called Stand Up, Sit Down, Sit Down, Stand Up. They're talking about comedy and it's quite fun.
Okay, Patrick, the record is intact. I'm doing stand-up at a place and you have indeed drunk there.
I have, but I'll just say first of all, we directed a chap to the coach station. He said, where's the coach? Well, he said, where's the coax station?
Yeah.
And I said, the first thing is go out the exit and follow the signs. And he went out here, which was no exit, so good start. So I don't think, I've got a feeling he might not have found the coax station quite as good as he could have done. Every time Edward's done stand-up in the pub, I've said I've drunk there. And this week he said he's doing the Distiller's Arms in Hammersmith, yeah. And I thought I haven't done it. So what I thought was I'd sneak in quickly, get a pint, drink it, go upstairs and say, Edward, I've drunk in this pub. I walked in, and the minute I walked in, I thought, hey, I've been pissed in this pub. Got drunk in it, and I actually went upstairs drunk because someone said they did comedy there, and I went into the room where we did it.
No need to fake it, you had indeed been there. So the record's intact?
I have drunk in it. So London is known to be second biggest city in the world.
Oh yeah.
But after New York, probably the biggest city in the world, as in fame.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And whatever pub Edward's done stand-up in, I've drunk there.
Yeah, the record's intact.
The record's intact.
The record's intact. The record is also intact of me not missing my coach, although I'm pushing it, so I'll be off now. Yeah.
Nice to see you.
And
go out the exit.
Okay. Alright, see you next week.
Bye.
Hello. Just did the gig. I'm in the Travellers Tavern now, ready to go back. Travelled to London today, 4 hours there, 4 hours back. I'm not sure there's many people that would travel 8 hours to do a 5-minute open mic gig, but I'm sure those people think with their heads instead of their hearts, like I do. I really want this to work. And it is going to work. I believe it's going in the right direction, even if something gets thrown in, even if a spanner gets thrown in the works right now. I'm still confident there will be more opportunities, but at the moment there isn't a spanner in the works. It's all going well, and I just did the gig and I actually got my first ever payment in the form of a free drink, which is really cool. I kept the voucher. Hello, I'm back in my hometown after a 4-hour coach trip. I thought some things might be of interest, okay? They're actually tragic locations. Here is where the recent riots happened in our town. That was on the news. Okay. Here, this sounds like a joke, but it's absolutely true, is where Fred West used to go. This is the laundry where Fred West used to go, the serial killer, to actually wash blood off of his clothes after serial killings, honestly. And that's next to the other tragedy, which is, of course, the tragic end to my diet. Hello there, I am not in the radio today. I'm actually staying home to ensure that the show has at least one listener. I am joking, of course. I stayed home because the radio's 2 hours, right? But it takes me 24 hours to go there and back, which I'm happy to do, but I had other things to be getting on with that are more important than the radio show, and to my credit, I'm going to be filling that 24-hour period that's now free. I have been filling with things that I've considered much more important than the radio show. So I haven't been skiving. I have filled the full 24 hours. I've been busy getting on with what I've been getting on with, and I'll tell you what, it's been the best season of 24 yet. I'm about to phone into the radio show though. Yeah, now I was with Neil Bircher and Patrick Mamanis on Monday, actually, 2 days ago. And I did a stand-up. I travelled to the Hammersmith Apollo because I was doing stand-up in the little pub next door, and I was really looking forward to it because, of course, I was looking forward to doing the comedy. But I was also looking forward because Neil and Patrick said that if I came down, they'd get me lots of Coke, and I thought that sounded quite rock and roll. But when I turned up, of course, they just handed me a glass of Pepsi. So I actually found it very relaxing listening to the show today, David. I find it very relaxing because I was really worried in the last week that you'd actually take the show and run with it and forge a career on yourself. But after having listened to the show, I find it very relaxing to find out that's definitely not going to be the case. So that's a good way of putting it, that you're doing the Alan Partridge thing, since I've noticed at least one joke copied from there. No, well, but the thing is though, okay, you were doing it for me, but you could have rephrased that and said that you were doing it for the entire listenership, because they're not actually different, you see. I'll let you get on with the rest of your act. Okay, well, thanks very much, and I'll see you next week. Cheers, David, bye. I was worried after you did the show on your own, you might want to do it on your own from now on. Oh. Yeah, I was worried about it. I worry about things, and I spent the last day thinking you might leave me. That's cool. Alright, that's good then. I was worried about it. I thought you might have liked, I don't know, speaking more or something. But, so you're not talking about waistlines there, because I have you beat there in terms of outgrowing them. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's actually going mental. The fact I'm not doing wrestling anymore, it's literally insane. I'm like a sort of, like a fast food junkie. Like, I just took loads of my Jack Skellington stuff and sold like a ridiculous amount of stuff just for a tenner in cash converters so I could have a KFC. It's ridiculous. I don't care what I'm selling, it's just for today's fix, you know? The way of mine really was that I really worry an insane amount, and I thought you might have just wanted to do your own show or something. I'm worried about people leaving. Yeah. I don't care whether or not people think it's a weakness, I don't care whether or not people think I can take advantage, I don't even care if it eventually leads to people taking advantage, although I don't want that to happen. I have to be me. I do worry. I don't want people leaving me. I feel betrayed.
You're so sweet.